Jessama's diary.
Hey guys, so here I am today with another project. I'm going to be using this square cutter and some black Polymer Clay. And I'm also going to be trying to use some silk screens to try to paint on the polymer clay. As you look at this project, remember that I said try. It gets quite hilarious. So again, I have my square cutter and I'm going to use the rounded side to cut instead of the square, just to try to get a rounded edge on my project. And I am attempted to copy Jessama Tutorials. I love her channel so much. She is so creative with everything that she does. Nothing that she creates turns out bad. So she did this kind of under the sea kind of motif, and I wanted to try to copy it. One thing you can't do with art, well, I can't, is copy. No one can ever copy someone to the T. At least I don't think you can. There's always going to be something that's off, even if it's not seen to the naked eye. So I'm just straightening out my clay, making it more smooth on the top before I cut it out. And as I said, I'm going to use the other side of the cutter because I want to get a rounded look to my piece. And because I'm using this side, I am going to have to actually use my craft knife and go around this at some point. I'm going to use this to put a squiggly mark down the half as part of my design. And I am going to get my craft knife out and go ahead and cut around the piece to cut it out so that I can begin to work on it. And I'm just going to clean up around the sides where I didn't capture getting most of the scraggly pieces of clay off. And we're just going to do that just really quickly. And here we have it. And I'm going to use these tools to actually help me get somewhat rounded holes into this piece of clay. They're not supposed to be perfectly rounded according to the tutorial. And I'm going to use my craft knife to kind of carve out the holes that I just made in the piece. And I am going to also use this tool to kind of smooth them out. Even though in Jessama's tutorial they weren't really supposed to be smooth holes, I saw really early on that my project was going to look nothing like hers. So at this point I'm just winging it. Just putting some little dots in it to make it look like coral, sort of like under the sea coral. And I am going to use my Sculpey doming plate in order to get a rounded bake on this piece so it's just not flat. And here we have it. It's all baked and done out of the oven. And it came out quite nicely. Although I did get a little divot in it, as you can see right there in the middle. I probably did that with my nail or what nails I have left, and did not notice that I did that, but that's going to be easy to get out. You'll see. So I got this gold acrylic paint, and I am going to use it to like paint over the coral looking part of the pendant because I wanted to kind of look antique-y just like hers did. And then I'm going to take some alcohol and kind of wipe at it so that it's not really in your face gold like that. I just want some of it gone. And there we have it. Most of it is gone. This is just about what I was looking for. And now I'm just going to sand off. This is where I'm trying to fix that divot that I made that you saw earlier. This is going to basically 90% fix that where you really can't see it anymore. It's still there just a little bit, but not as much. Now I'm just cleaning up the sides with my craft knife, making sure that it's really truly squared up and there's nothing else hanging off of the sides that would distort the piece or make it look unfinished. And now the hilarious part where I tried to come up with a design of my own because I could not do what Jessama did.
Gets more and more comical. It's hilarious.
I tried. So then after that, I decided to wipe that all off and get out this acrylic paint and do a little bit of a mix to get a color that I was happy with. And I pulled out some of my Swarovski beads, and this is what I came up with. And guys, I have to say that I was quite pleased with it. Now, after adding these beads, the piece took on a whole different look that I was really, really, really pleased with, and you'll see. And this is the finished piece. I was quite happy with it. It's still wet right here. It didn't look like Jessama Tutorials, but I feel like I made this into my own very well. I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.